We are live from the Shakopee Ice Arena, Shakopee, Minnesota. Make sure we're not muted. No more double mute for this game. Shakopee Ice Arena, Shakopee, Minnesota. This is Minnesota State High School hockey action. We have the home team, the Shakopee Sabers, and they are playing host to the visitors from Lakeville South. They are the Cougars. Sabers versus Cougars. Can't fight! The Sabres JV team hasn't lost yet this year, coming in with a record of, I think it's 7-0-1. That sounds right to me. Back in the lineup for the Sabres, they add back two defensemen that are out skating that have been out for a little bit. We got the big man, number 16, Jackson Tolanen, back on defense, as well as the speedy defenseman, number 12, Ethan Hensley, back in the lineup for the Sabres. And the goalie roster for this JV team, starting in net, will be 35, Caden Nelson, I believe. And he'll be backed up by the Colossus of the Crease, number 30, Nicholas Hewson. Those two were varsity goalies Thursday night against Eden Prairie Eagles. The varsity team is happy to welcome back Owen Lunenburg back to their lineup, so it'll be Lunenburg and Avery up playing varsity, and Nelson and Hewson here on this JV squad. So a rare home game in December for the Sabres, as they have been road warriors. They'll go through a stretch where 12 out of 11 games will be on the road. Now in net, 35, Caden Nelson. Starting out for the Sabres. Oh man, we call this a cheat code line, folks. Davis centering Sawyer and Heilman, with Radke and Reinhardt back on D. Sabres get it in deep quickly. Sawyer working out of the corner. Radke holds it in at the blue line. Scoots it loose to Sawyer. Sawyer shot on net. Sticked into the corner, picked up by Davis. Davis gets tied up with the ref. And the Cougars come out with the puck. They break it out. Getting around the corner. Getting around Radke. Out to the point. Shot wide of the net. Now the Cougars will dump it in and head off for a change. Puck to Reinhardt. Reinhardt looks for options. Passes up to Sawyer. Gets it out of the zone. Heilman gets it in deep while they head off for a change. Cole Davis will give the puck a chase. Well, 4 Sabres change behind him. Now Davis will head to the bench as they try to complete their line change. Gaston back for the Sabres. Puts the puck back into the zone. Next line out now for the Sabres. Krisak, Schmitz, and Carlson. Matt Carlson, what a player. Hensley and Gaston, the next line. Out for the Sabres on D. Schmitz intercepts the pass. Knocks it to open ice for himself. Puts it down for Krisak. Krisak moves it over to Carlson. Carlson backhand shot on net. And that's covered, and we get our first whistle of the game after the second shot for the Sabres. Next group out for the Sabres. Now it's Nelson, Geiserman, and Dornbos up front for the Sabres, with Radke and Reinhardt back on D. Puck comes out to center ice. Radke puts it right back into the zone. And the Cougars escape, but Radke intercepts, lifts the puck to himself, gets the puck in deep. That one rolls on net. Geiserman battling with Nelson behind the net. Nelson into the corner, tied up with the referee. Dornbos moved from D to O. Battling in the corner. Dornbos takes a slash. And he'll leave it for Reinhardt. Reinhardt, stick handles from the blue line. Rolling puck. Flattens it out. Gets it in front of the crease. Shot in. And a save made. Nice job by Carter Nelson with his big brother in net. Nice job by Carter Nelson getting a shot on net from close in. Next group up for the Sabers. Davis, Heilman, Sawyer, Tolanen, and Gaston. Davis wins the draw to Sawyer. Back into the corner for Davis. Wrapped around the boards. Nice job by the big man, Jackson Tolanen. That does come out of the zone. Sabers are whistled for offsides. Nice job by Tolanen to pinch on that, keep it in, and then Heilman battled with it right at the blue line, but it just slid over. So we'll have a neutral zone draw for the Sabers. Davis wins the draw to Tolanen. Tolanen tries to get the puck in deep. Now the Cougars look to break it out. Comes out to center ice. Gaston spins, lifts it. Comes around the boards for Sawyer. Sawyer with 3 Cougars on him. No comment. Now to Davis. Davis working from behind the net, looks for options. And we got a whistle behind the action. Behind the play, they're going to call roughing. We'll see exactly who they're taking. I think it will be 14 Cody Sawyer. A little bit of action behind the play, and Sawyer draws an away from the puck penalty. Sabres are on the penalty kill now with 11:27 to go. Penalty killers out for the Sabres. Krisak, Carlson, Radke, and Reinhardt. Carlson tries to lift the stick. Reinhardt chases the puck into the corner, knocks it loose out to the point. Now the puck down below the net. A little switcheroo behind the net. Puck out to the point. Carlson. Cougars shot through traffic, gets deflected in front, but that redirect goes wide. Cougars doing a good job of controlling the perimeter. Another shot in on Nelson, and Nelson gets a glove on it. Or does he? But nonetheless, whistle blown. And with 1:10 left in the Sabre penalty kill, they'll change up all 4. Now it'll be Nelson, Schmitz, Hensley, and Gaston. Schmitz to take the draw. Cougars control out to the point. Nice stick by Dylan Schmitz, knocks it free. And Schmitz controls it to himself. Chance for Dylan Schmitz, and he scores. A shorthanded goal on a nice play by Schmitz to break it up. Slid it over to Nelson. Nelson slid it right back. Schmitz with a phenomenal single effort puts the Sabres up by 1 with 10:21 remaining here in this first period. 55 seconds left in the Sabre penalty kill. What a play by Schmitz. And they'll roll this one down. And then they're going to... Number 17, Dylan Smith. With assist from number 5, Carter Nelson. That shot rolls wide as Gaston gets deposited into the net. The net comes off his moorings. 10:59 remaining. And 32 seconds left in the penalty kill. Schmitz to take the draw. Cougars control the draw out to the point. And Hensley sends it all the way down. Ten seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Sabres are able to change up all four. Heilman after it. Nice job by Heilman to get a stick on the puck. It's kept in the zone, but now Davis steals. He's got Sawyer with him. Davis into the zone. Feeds it out across to Sawyer, but just ahead of his stick. Sawyer puts it back out front. Reinhardt drops down, challenges it, keeps the puck in the zone. Now loose for Davis. Davis will shoot. Goes off the mask of the goalie. Comes out to Radke. Radke settles the puck. Moves it back down low for where Davis picks it up. Davis will shoot from a sharp angle. That just sails high. Now the puck scoots out to neutral ice where Radke will scoop it up. Look for options. Gets it on the tape of Sawyer. Sawyer back to Davis. Davis cross-ice pass. Looking for Heilman. Heilman backhanded shot. Goes high. Scoots loose for Radke. Radke puts it towards the net. Didn't quite get all of that. Now the Cougars in transition. They get the puck down low. Reinhardt to it first. Heilman intercepts. Slides it ahead for Davis. Davis lowers his shoulder. Gains the corner. Puts it out front. Tolonen to Gaston. That goes under his stick. Gaston feeds it ahead to Davis. Davis needs to head off for a change, and he will now as Gaston leaves it for Tolonen. Tolonen all alone behind the net. Lays it high off the glass. Does come out to neutral ice. Puck down low. Tolonen to it first, into the corner. Frees it for Nelson. Back to Tolonen and in the corner once again. Nelson takes a bump, and we got a whistle there. Or, sorry, not a whistle, but an arm in the air. And we got a holding call. I think it's going to go against the Sabers. They're going to put Tolonen in the box. A 2-minute minor penalty for holding. So 7:27 left in the first period. Sabres with a 1-goal lead. But they now are down a man as they are starting the penalty kill. Krisak, Radke, Reinhardt, and Carlson. Puck out to neutral ice. Carlson after it. Now the Cougars enter the zone on the near side with control. Nice job by Krisak to tie that puck up. Reinhardt, Krisak battling. Cougars work the puck out of the corner. Big save by Nelson. Nelson still down in the butterfly, and that goes off the glove out to neutral ice. Cougars will have to tag up, and they put that one on net. Reinhardt sends it out, and it does come out of the zone. Into the zone, but that was offsides, but not called. Cougars hold it in the zone. Shot through traffic, blocked by Radke onto the stick of Krisak. Krisak sends it out. Sabres will get 3 new skaters out to kill the last 45 seconds of this penalty. Now it's Schmitz, Carlson, Reinhardt, and Gaston finishing up the penalty kill on the Tolonen minor for holding. Cougars get the puck in deep. Hensley to it first. Hensley, Gaston, Schmitz and Nelson. Cougars try to make it in from a sharp angle. Now from the top of the circle. Cross ice. D-to-D pass, shot through traffic. Whizzes by Nelson. Back to full strength. Shot in on Nelson, and that somehow sneaks through. So that's an even strength goal for the Cougars as the penalty had expired. Nonetheless, the game is tied 1-1. Not sure how that one went in. So right now, even in shots on goal, 6-6. Even in goals, 1-1. Now it's Reinhardt, Radke, Davis, Sawyer, and Heilman out for the Sabers. Cross ice pass. Davis chases out to the point. Sawyer challenge. Shot blocked on the way in. Goes high and wide. Puck loose in front. Picked up by Davis. Davis skates the puck away from danger. And he'll try to thread it ahead, but that pass is intercepted. Radke moves it to open ice for Reinhardt. Reinhardt overskates, but Radke picks it up. Now comes back to Heilman. Nice, good hockey IQ there by Nathan Heilman to recognize that both of his defensemen were pushing forward and to come back and collect that puck. But then his pass misses all targets and is icing on the Sabers. So with 4:32 remaining here in this first period, Sabres will have a defensive zone draw. It's Nelson, Carlson, Schmitz. Sorry, that's Krisak at center. Rolls on net where Caden Nelson puts a glove on it. Krisak, Carlson, Schmitz, Gaston, Tolanen. Krisak puts it in the corner for Tolanen. Tolanen puts it back to Krisak. Krisak wraps it around the boards. Comes up at the top of the zone. Brought out by Carlson. Carlson gets his stick lifted. So, shoot it towards the net. Puck loose out front. Nice save. Big quick save by Caden Nelson in net. Tolanen bounces it off the back of the net for Gaston. Gaston back to Tolanen. Tolanen, stretch pass, finds Schmitz. Schmitz into the zone with Carlson with him. Schmitz will shoot. And that goes high. Comes out of the zone. Radke shoots from high out, but too high. Puts it right into the netting. .343 remaining in the first period of this 1-1 game. Next group up, Nelson, Dornbos, Iserman, Radke, and Reinhardt. Nelson on the draw, wins it cleanly back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt, D-to-D pass to Radke. Radke puts it into the zone for Dornbos. Now Dornbos and Nelson battling in the corner. Radke behind the net. Spins away from pressure. Tries to feather it ahead. And Yzerman's going to have to hustle to get there, and he does, but that shot goes wide. Out to neutral ice, Radke puts it in the zone, but not deep enough. Reinhardt working from behind the net with pressure. Fights through that pressure. Davis slides it ahead for Yzerman. Now onto the tape of Radke. Radke over to Sawyer. Sawyer puts the puck in deep, and the Sabres complete their line change. Hensley takes the puck off the Cougars' stick. Heilman lays a body. Now Sawyer picks up the puck, and Sabers were offsides. Neutral zones off draw for the Sabers. Davis, Sawyer, Heilman, Hensley, and Gaston. Sawyer holds the puck in the zone, puts it down in the corner. Davis after it, gets to it first, puts it down low for Heilman behind the net. Comes out to the top of the zone where Gaston puts it right back down below the net. Heilman trying to work the puck out from the half wall. Hensley gloves it to himself. Gaston gets it to Davis. Davis makes a move towards the net. Gets the puck knocked off his stick. Out to Sawyer and Hensley. Sawyer, Hensley, and Davis. Now Davis shoots, scores! What a goal! Great vision by number 14, Cody Sawyer, to see that they had left number 7, Cole Davis, all alone on the dot. So with a minute and 30 seconds left in this first period, Sabres go ahead by a goal on a one-timer from Cole Davis. Next 5 up for the Sabres: Krisak, Carlson, Schmitz, Radke, and Reinhardt. Puck to neutral ice. Carlson, nice back check, redirects that one back the other way. Puck goes off the shin pad of Reinhardt into the corner, now into the other corner. Radke and Krisak battling for it. Radke picks it up from behind the net, looks for options, tries to thread it ahead to Dylan Schmitz, but now Krisak carries into the zone. Krisak will shoot, was looking for that far post, but just went wide. Carlson slides it ahead, but intercepted by the Cougars into the zone. Radke gets it over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt back up to Carlson. Nice pass catch by Carlson. Tolanen back. Dislodges puck from player. Gets it to Reinhardt. Reinhardt, blue line, red line, blue line into the zone, and they're going to say Heilman stepped offside a little too early with 13.8. We'll call it 14 seconds left here in this first period. Davis, Sawyer, Heilman, Tolanen, Reinhardt. Davis on the draw. Gains the zone. Scoots loose for Davis. Davis feathers it towards the net. And with 3.6 seconds left, Davis returns the favor and feeds Sawyer it in the blue paint. Sawyer lifts it with the backhand into the back of the net. So Cody Sawyer puts the Sabres up by 2, which is a couple of ticks of the clock left here in this first period. So that should go Sawyer from Davis and likely Heilman as well. All right, that'll do it for the first period. First period summary: Sabres lead 3-1. Shots on goal are 8-8. First period scoring for the Sabres: 14 Cody Sawyer from Davis, 7 Davis from Sawyer, and a highlight reel goal for number 17 Dylan Schmitz as he picked up the game's first goal on a shorthanded goal. We'll be back for the second period after they resurface the ice and a brief intermission. All right, we're back for the second period as the Sabers retake the ice. Gives us an opportunity to zoom in on Hockey Day. Hockey Day in Minnesota 2025. Coming to Shakopee January 22nd through the 25th. Both of these programs will be playing on Hockey Day. Lakeville South scheduled to play Prior Lake as the headline game for our Friday lineup. And then, of course, Shakopee. The boys varsity team will play at 2:30. The JV team will go on after them, playing Maple Grove. The Saber girls team will headline Thursday's lineup as they will take on Brainerd Little Falls in a day of games featuring and highlighting girls hockey in Minnesota. The Sabres JV girls team will kick off all games on Wednesday as they open against Brainerd Little Falls. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 great days of hockey, all taking place in Shakopee out at Valley Fair. As we get set for the second period, Sabres lead 3-1. First lineup, Davis, Sawyer, Heilman, Radke, and Reinhardt. Sabres get the puck in deep. The forecheck goes to work right away. Nice poke check there by Heilman with that big long reach. Cougars escape, but it's deflected by Davis. Down low onto the tape of Heilman. Heilman working out of the corner. Gets it ahead for Davis. Davis cross ice into the neutral zone. Radke, last man back. Puck hops his stick. Nelson kills it for Radke. Radke looks up ice. Slides it over to Heilman. That rolls on net all the way down, and that... did they record it as a shot on net? Probably not. Sabres will have an offensive zone draw with 14:06 remaining. Next lineup for the Sabres: Krisak, Schmitz, Carlson, Gaston, Hensley. Good to see Ethan Hensley back in the lineup. Krisak wins the draw to Schmitz. Schmitz back to Gaston. Gaston lifts it into the corner. Krisak after it, scoots out to Hensley. Hensley puts it towards the net, and the knob of the stick is the only thing that keeps Hensley's puck out of the back of the net. Krisak pinches the puck, scoots out to the top of the zone. Schmitz chases, moves it across ice for Hensley. Hensley looks up ice. Swing and a miss. Puck picked up by the Cougars behind the net. Out to the top of the zone. They'll move it D to D. Shot through traffic. Try to get the deflection to put on net. Now another shot, but blocked by Carlson. Puck wraps around the boards. First to it, Gaston. Tries to move it up to Schmitz. Back into the far corner. Now comes loose for Carlson. Carlson's cross ice pass gets deflected, but Krisak picks it up in the neutral zone. Gains the zone. Carlson puts it down low for Krisak. Krisak puts it into the crease, gets deflected, picked up by Reinhardt. Reinhardt into the corner. Shot from the neutral zone, kicked aside by Nelson. Now Nelson puts it around for Radke. Radke looks up ice. Looks at what options are available to him. Kisses it off the boards for Yzerman. Yzerman leaves it back for Radke. Radke over to Dornbos. Now the puck rolls down. Icing is waved off. Radke collects. Loses the puck behind the net. Out front. Kick save by Nelson. Now onto the tape of Radke. Yzerman turns it up ice, but not out of the zone. Reinhardt gets the puck out of the zone. Turns back around the other way. Now back the other way. Reinhardt picks up speed. Blue line, red line, blue line. Here comes Fletcher Reinhardt. Gets poke checked. Now Dornbos leaning on the puck. Scoots it loose for Davis. Davis over to Tolanen. Tolanen puts it into the far corner. Takes a weird bounce out of the corner and goes right on net. And the goalie has to put a Cougar paw on it. Next lineup for the Sabres: Davis, Sawyer, Heilman, Gaston, Tolanen. Davis on the dot. Davis wins the draw cleanly back to Gaston. Gaston puts it in the corner for Davis. Davis puts a backhand shot towards the net. Heilman was there. Tolanen puts it into the corner, just stays it off the glass. Now Davis looking for options, puts it towards the net, blocked on the way in. Gaston puts it down low for Heilman. Heilman working from behind the net. Now Tolanen has to catch up. Puck back out to neutral ice. Cougars into the zone. Into the corner goes Gaston. Redirects it back towards for Davis. Davis lifts it. And Sawyer has to hold his run. Sawyer goes into the boards and arm goes up. And we get a whistle. And Sawyer appears to be okay. A little rattled with his head banging into the boards. So number 20 for the Cougars will go to the box. And with 10-10 remaining in the second period, the Sabres with a 2-goal lead are going on the power play. Sawyer taking a minute to himself behind the bench just to make sure that he's all right, rolling the neck out. Looks like he's going to be okay. Trainer checking on him. Heilman will take the draw. Krisak to his left, Carlson to his right, Davis and Reinhardt with their heels on the blue line. Carlson rolls it down to Krisak from behind the net. They work it out to Davis. Davis from the circle. Gets it back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt to Davis. Davis to Reinhardt. Reinhardt to Davis. Davis tries to get it back to Reinhardt. One too many. That gets intercepted. That was I'm looking on the clock now. That's a 5-minute major that was assessed. So there's still 4:14 remaining in this. So 5-minute major called for boarding. So the Sabres are on power play for the next 4 minutes. They work it out to Reinhardt, back to Davis. Davis flips it cross ice to Carlson. Carlson moves it back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt tried to get it back to Carlson. Carlson heads off for a change. Reinhardt chases the puck. 3:33 remaining. Onto the stick of Sawyer. Good to see Cody Sawyer back in the lineup. Davis gains the zone with the puck with possession. Leaves it for Sawyer. Sawyer over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt zips a pass over to Davis. Davis to Sawyer. Sawyer through traffic. Puts one on net. And it goes into the jersey of Dylan Schmitz as he tried to leap over that puck to put it on net. Now Sawyer back to Davis. Davis will put the puck down low. Comes out to the point for Sawyer. Sawyer feathers it to Reinhardt. Reinhardt, that goes under his stick out to neutral ice. Sabres have to wait to tag up. And while they do, Cougars being pesky at center ice. Sawyer weaves his way through traffic, gains the zone, puts a shot on net. That gets lifted. Radke, last man back. He puts stick on puck and rides them off of net. And here comes Ethan Hensley. Hensley carries the puck into the zone, but the Sabres were offsides. 2 minutes and 11 seconds remaining here in this second period. Neutral zone draw for the Sabres with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left on this power play. Nelson will take the draw. Heilman to his left, Carlson to his right. Hensley and Radke back on D. Radke to Hensley. Hensley, cross-ice pass to Carlson. Carlson puts the puck deep to Nelson. Nelson kicks it out to Heilman. Heilman back on the puck. Moves it to Hensley. Hensley looking for options. To Nelson. Nelson out to Carlson. Carlson back down to Nelson, out to Radke at the point. Radke looks for options. Slides it to Hensley. Hensley takes a one-timer. Misses a little bit high and wide. Now Nelson gets pinned. Heilman there to help. Heilman back to Nelson. Nelson and Carlson battling for the puck. Carlson wins it from behind the net. Tried to feather it to Heilman out front, but Heilman now below the red line picks it up. Heilman will look, shot off the knob of the stick, back behind the net. Nelson, poke checked. Hensley tries to hold the puck in the zone, but it scoots out to neutral ice onto the tape of Radke. Radke loses the puck, rolls in on Nelson. Now Radke picks it up, gets it across to Hensley. Hensley ahead for Radke. Radke to Heilman. Heilman feathers it ahead. Hensley with a chance. And that gets saved. So 33 left. Sawyer, Krisak, Schmitz, Davis, and Reinhardt. Comes out to Davis. That goes under his stick. Reinhardt gives chase. Reinhardt with speed coming from behind the net. Weaves his way into the zone. Here comes Fletcher Reinhardt. Shot just wide. Schmitz moves it out to Sawyer. Sawyer lays it off the boards. And back to 5-on-5 hockey. Sawyer from behind his own net. Sawyer gets the puck into the zone. Puts it down below the net where Schmitz picks it up, moves it out to the point for Krisak. Krisak shot through traffic, went off the stick of Davis into the corner. Now puck in the skates of Tolanen. Tolanen swats it to the side. Picked up by Krisak, and Krisak will skate it out. Puck is still in the zone, so the Sabres get the puck down low while they make a change. Tolanen, last man back. Nice job by Dornbos on the back door. Ahead for Yzerman. Yzerman tries to slide it over to Davis. Davis tries to lift it near side, but it just gets lifted over the top of the crossbar. Comes out to Tolanen. Tolanen over to Dornbos. Dornbos to Tolanen. Tolanen ahead for Yzerman. Yzerman gets it down low where Nelson gives chase. And the Cougars will send it all the way down for an icing. That'll bring the face-off down there. So now we've got Krisak, Carlson, Schmitz, Reinhardt, and Radke. 3:38 remaining. Krisak wins the draw back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt feathers it towards the net. That hops the stick of Krisak. Out to the point again for Reinhardt. Reinhardt puts it down low. Now Radke on the puck. Cross ice. Bounces it off the boards for Schmitz. And Schmitz loses the puck and tries to regain position, but Schmitz will head to the box. A 2-minute minor, presumably for slashing. Yep, that is a slashing call on Schmitz. So 3:14 remaining here in the second period. Sabers are going on the penalty kill. Davis will take the draw. Penalty killers out for the Sabers. Davis, Sawyer, Reinhardt, and Radke. That shot sails over the boards, bounces off the glass. Radke into the corner. Puck looped into the far corner. Sawyer to it first. And Sawyer sends it to neutral ice. Cougars will tag up, but intercepted by Sawyer. Puck dislodged by Sawyer, and Radke sends it all the way down. Davis, all alone, moves it to Radke. Radke puts it down deep again. Cougars roll one towards the net. 1:07 remaining in the penalty kill. Sabres will have a defensive zone draw and be able to get 4 fresh set of legs out. Now it's Heilman, Gaston, Nelson, and Hensley. Nelson will take the draw. Controlled by Nelson over to Heilman. Heilman rolls the puck deep. Cougars starting from behind their own net. Puck rolls in on Nelson, but he kicks that one aside. And it comes back out to neutral ice. Shot right into the logo. Light work for Caden Nelson in net. 29 seconds remaining in the Sabre penalty kill. Now it's Nelson, Heilman, Radke, and Reinhardt. Shot deflected, collected by Radke. Tries to get it out of the zone. Stays in. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Reinhardt gets a stick on it, knocks it back to neutral ice. So Sabres kill off that penalty. 1 minute remaining in the period now. Dylan Schmitz pressures. Collected by Radke. Radke slides it ahead for Krisak. Krisak skates around on net into the corner. Radke back to Krisak. Krisak pinched up off the puck. Comes loose to Reinhardt at the point. Reinhardt to Schmitz. Schmitz moves it ahead for Radke. Radke wheels, fires towards the net. Reinhardt on the puck. Up to Carlson. Puck does come out to neutral ice. Schmitz is there to grab it. Moves to Reinhardt. Reinhardt slides it cross ice. And Sabres are offsides with 4.8 seconds remaining here in this second period. Alex Davis, Sawyer, Heilman, Gaston, and Tolanen. Sabres win the draw. And that'll do it for the second period. As we get set for the third period, second period recap. No goals. So Sabres have a shot advantage 13-11 and a 2-goal advantage 3-1 as we head into the second intermission. We'll be back. Lakeville South comes back out onto the ice for the third period. Keeping an eye on the tunnel. So to put a bow on Hockey Day information, told you a little bit about the schedule. Head on over to hockeydaymn.com for all the details and to buy tickets for Hockey Day. 35, Caden Nelson leads the Sabres back onto the ice for the third period. Sabres back on the ice for the third period with a 2-goal lead. First period goals from Dylan Schmitz, Cole Davis, and Cody Sawyer. Sabres JV coach Bubba Kubish, Jordan Roller, giving the boys last-minute instructions before this third period. All right. Sabres onto the ice. Davis, Sawyer, Heilman, Reinhardt, and Radke. 15 minutes on the clock. Cage doors are closed. Let's do it for this final stanza of this Cougars versus Sabres matchup. Sawyer threads it ahead to Sawyer, or Reinhardt threads it ahead to Sawyer. Sawyer puts it off the boards. Oh my goodness! What a goal! Sawyer picks it off the boards, pops it over to Davis. Davis looks up, and the big man, number 29, Nathan Heilman, with a massive one-timer from the back door. Sabres lead 4-1. 18 seconds in. Davis wins it to Radke. Radke over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt threads it ahead to Heilman. Heilman puts it to the far corner. Sawyer will get there first. Backhands it down below the crease, below the net. Davis redirects it back to the other corner. Working out of the corner, Heilman. Cougars escape out the other side, but right onto the stick of Reinhardt. That's not going to fare well for them. Davis dislodges the puck, gets it back, splits the defenders, or Radke picks it up behind the net. Gets it over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt sends it cross ice to Schmitz. Sabres will complete their change. Dylan Schmitz chases after it. The junior 17, Dylan Schmitz, got the scoring started for the Sabres here on a shorthanded goal in the first period. It was a beaut. Highlight reel goal indeed. Carlson into the corner. Now Schmitz chases. Backhands it around the boards out to the top of the zone where the Cougars control. Shot through traffic, blocked by Krisak. Lakeville's doing a good job of getting bodies in front of the net and making those second chance opportunities and redirects dangerous. Puck scoots loose. Gaston picks it up, picks up speed. Blue line, red line, blue line. Gaston into the zone. Puts it behind the net where the Cougars pick it up. Intercepted by Carlson. Carlson's got Krisak with him. Slides it over to Krisak. Krisak puck in the corner. Carlson. Now Radke back. Steals the puck. Feathers it ahead. Carlson heads off for a change. Reinhardt into the corner. Battling with Nelson. Now Radke behind the net. Reinhardt slides it around the boards. That shot sails wide of Nelson. Comes out to the top of the zone. Dornbos to center ice. Rolls off the stick of Yzerman. Back to Nelson. Nelson trying to turn it back up ice, and he does get it out of the zone. Now Yzerman battling. Cougars put the puck in the corner. Radke backhands to Reinhardt. Reinhardt to the near side for Dornbos. Picked up by Radke. Radke lays it off the boards for Nelson. And almost all 5 Sabres head off for a change. Dornbos, last man back, puts stick on puck while Sabres change behind him. Out to the point, pops a stick. Icing is waved off. Davis gives chase. Intercepted by Sawyer. Cody Sawyer with a chance. Lifts, shoots again. Blockered out to Hensley. Hensley quickly to Gaston. Gaston through traffic. Redirected by Davis and held onto by the Lakeville South goalie. 10:36 remaining. Sabres lead 4-1. Next 5 up at the Sabres: Davis, Heilman, Sawyer, Hensley, Gaston. Davis on the dot. Wins another faceoff, puts it down low. Heilman expecting the puck, wraps it around the boards for Hensley. Hensley to Davis. Davis from behind the net. Heilman and Davis working behind the net. Davis with some fancy stick work. Heilman feeds it out front, intercepted by the Cougars. Now back to Heilman. Heilman, ooh, that one just hopped the stick of Sawyer. Now Gaston in the corner, lays it off the boards. Heilman giving chase, comes out to Reinhardt. Reinhardt feathers it ahead to Sawyer. Sawyer shot, kicked aside. Davis breaks it up, puts it off the boards into center ice. Here's Dylan Schmitz. Skates the puck in wide, pauses, tries to slide it over to Sawyer, and Sawyer puts it on net. Wow. How did that happen? Brilliance. That's the answer. Pure hockey brilliance. That's how. Now it's Krisak, Carlson, Schmitz, Radke, and Reinhardt. Radke slides it over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt shoots from traffic. Blockered behind the net. Back right out to Reinhardt. Reinhardt slides it down low. Carlson tied up. Schmitz collects, moves it out. Just slides in between Krisak and Carlson. Reinhardt breaks it up in neutral ice. And the Cougars are off sides. Radke gets it ahead for Schmitz. Now Radke over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt back to Radke. Moves it ahead for Krisak. Krisak into the zone. We'll put it behind the net. Krisak picks up the puck. Puts it behind the net for Schmitz. Schmitz redirects it back behind the net. And Krisak takes a bump, arm immediately in the air. Touched by Lakeville South. And we'll get a whistle as 37, former Shakopee player Blake Sengstock heads to the box. Sengstock, who played a good amount of his youth hockey here with the Sabers before relocating to Lakeville. Now the Sabers are on the power play. Sawyer, Krisak, Heilman, Reinhardt, and Davis. Interference was the call for that minor penalty. Sawyer wins the draw to Reinhardt. Reinhardt to Davis. Davis swings back around, but that gets past both Sawyer and Reinhardt out to neutral ice. Krisak carries into the zone. Over to Heilman. Heilman. Back to Krisak in the corner. Krisak gets it out to Sawyer at the point. Sawyer kicks it ahead to Krisak, and that goes under the feet of Sawyer. Reinhardt chases the puck back down behind his own net. Gets it ahead for Davis. Davis ahead for Sawyer. Sawyer cuts through the middle, and we get a whistle for an interference call. So who's going to the box? They're sending Heilman to the box for interference as the Sabres were entering the zone. Referee said Heilman interfered with Cougar player trying to chase after Sawyer. So now we got 4-on-4 hockey. So let's zoom in on the scoreboard real quick here so you can see. Minute 22 left on the Lakeville South penalty. So that's how much 4-on-4 hockey we'll see. Reinhardt gets it to Nelson. Nelson puts it on net. Davis gives chase. Davis gets a stick on that cross-ice pass, and they send it down. Krisak gets through the red line, gains the zone. Krisak puts on the brakes, battling in the corner. Nice job by Colton Krisak. Moves it out to Reinhardt. Reinhardt to Krisak, back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt's shot sails wide. Now Davis lifts it into the corner. Puck still in the zone. 30 seconds left in 4-on-4 hockey. Davis will turn this one up ice. Overskates the puck. Back to Krisak. Krisak content to slow the pace of the game down. Reinhardt slaps it ahead to Davis. Davis across the red line into the zone. He tries to feather it ahead for Carlson and finally muscles it to him. Carlson thinks once, thinks twice, puts a shot on net. Thought that went up into the netting. Sabres with 30 seconds left of the Heilman penalty to kill off. Sawyer sends it all the way down, and I think that was on net. Shot not recorded, though. Sawyer breaks it up to Tolonen. Tolonen gets it to neutral ice. Sawyer giving chase. All right, we're at 5-on-5 hockey. Skaters now Reinhardt, Tolonen, Sawyer, Heilman, and Carlson. Tolonen working out of the corner, gets it up the boards to Heilman. Heilman gets it back down for Tolonen. Tolonen loses an edge. And the shot sails just high and wide as Nelson had committed to the near post. Move towards the net. Broken up. Sawyer sends it down, and that pops wide. Sabres thankful to have a whistle there as they are looking to get the proper lines out here with 5:13 remaining in this third period. Now it's Krisak, Carlson, and Schmitz with Dornbos and Gaston back on D. Sorry, Dornbos up as a forward. Not Carlson, but Dornbos. Now it's Hensley who knocks the puck loose. Gaston gets it to Hensley. We get a whistle as Lakeville South went careening into the goal. That should be center ice. Unless they're saying that he was driven into the net, and that appears to be the case. So if the drop is going to be anywhere, all right. Referees get to make up their own mind about where they drop the puck, I guess. All right, a penalty was called. I see. So on that Gaston entanglement that resulted in the net coming off, Gaston goes to the box for interference. So Sabers now back on the penalty kill. Penalty killers, Radke, Reinhardt, Davis, and Carlson. Radke steals the puck, flips it to the top of the zone, but not out. They try a sharp angle shot, and that one gets stuck in the pads of Nelson. All right, 4:08 remaining. Sabres with 1:16 left in this penalty kill. Penalty killers Nelson, Hensley, Tolanen, and Yzerman. South working the perimeter. Picked up by Nelson. Sabres whacking at it, trying to clear the zone. They do exit, but it comes right back in with control. From a sharp angle. Shot deflected by Nelson. Shot through traffic. Tolanen lifts the puck all the way down. 30 seconds remaining. South turns it up ice. They lob it into the zone. Feet out front. Nice job by Reinhardt to tie up the hands of the would-be person. Now here's Nathan Heilman. He'll tap it ahead to himself. Heilman takes a big hit as he gets tied up. Goes hard into the net and then hard into the boards. Heilman getting up slowly. So there's 2 seconds left in the Gaston penalty. Two minutes for hooking. So 4-on-4 hockey for 2 seconds. Then the Sabres will have a power play for 2 minutes, or I guess 1:58 seconds after that, with 2:54 remaining, and the Sabres have a 3-goal lead. Sawyer to take the draw. Sawyer, Heilman, Reinhardt, and Davis. They'll send that one down. Krisak joins the ice. Krisak leaves it for Reinhardt. Reinhardt, couple of crossovers to center ice. Blue line, red line, blue line. Fletcher Reinhardt slides it across the crease. Just wide of the reach of Cody Sawyer. Davis on the puck. Davis to Sawyer. Sawyer ahead for Heilman into the zone. Comes out to the point for Davis. Davis tries a cross-ice pass, but that one had return to sender on it. Krisak out to Sawyer. Sawyer will shoot through traffic and score. Low and hard, boys. Low and hard. Cody Sawyer picks up another goal. The man is a scoring machine right now. Sabres lead 5-1 and convert on the power play opportunity. So they'll clear that power play off the boards. Now we've got Nelson, Yzerman, Dornbos, Tolonen, and Hensley. Nelson controls. Hensley tries to break it up the blue line, but it scoots loose. Yzerman chases. Yzerman back for Hensley. Hensley gets his stick lifted. Puck slides over to Tolonen. Tolonen will gain the zone. And he'll shoot far post. And that was exactly on the post. Hensley. Stick handles behind the net. Moves it out to the point. Comes out back to Hensley. Now Hensley tries to move it out to the top of the zone again. Puck stays in the zone. Shot in on Nelson. He'll put a glove on that one and hold it. 1:03 remaining. Sabres lead 5-1. Power play goal in this period by Cody Sawyer. Krisak will take the draw. Wins it cleanly to Reinhart. Reinhart stretch pass to Schmitz. Dylan Schmitz. Goal. Dylan Schmitz with his second breakaway goal of the game. The puck was rolling on him. He went backhand, forehand, backhand, and lifted it top shelf. Very pretty goal. What a great assist by Fletcher Reinhart. Right off the draw, Krisak wins it into the corner for Reinhart. Reinhart flies it up ice to a streaking Dylan Schmitz. Sabres lead 6-1. Now Radke fires it over to Yzerman. Yzerman tips it into the zone for Nelson. Nelson with a chance to put a stick on it. Rolls behind the net. Shot through traffic. Kicked away by Nelly. They move. Reinhart slides it ahead for Yzerman. Yzerman into the zone with Dornbos with him. Yzerman, the rolling puck. Shot, save. Sabres have an offensive zone draw with 13.8 seconds remaining. Same five up for the Sabres. Nelson, Yzerman, Dornbos, Radke, and Reinhart. Nelson on the draw. Controlled by the Cougars, but Reinhart intercepts. Reinhart will shoot. Puck kicked behind the net. Nelson rolls it down for Dornbos. High off the glass, out to Reinhart. Reinhart kicks it back into the zone. Cougars control, and they will skate it away. All right. Sabres with the win at home. 6-1 victory for the Sabres. Nelson in net gets the victory. He saw 17 shots. One of them found its way in, so that's 16 saves for Nelson in the victory. Sabres are back in action sometime next week. Just go online, check the schedule. Thanks for tuning in.